Good morning, said the little prince. Good morning, said the merchant. This was as the merchant was sold the pills, brought to the perfection in order to king's tears. You need only swallow one pill a week. You would feel no need of the anything else. We are just saying things, said the little prince, because they save a great amount of time, said the merchant. Experts recommend show that with these pills, you save 33 minutes in every week. And what do I do with those 53 minutes? Anything you like. Little Prince said to himself, if I had 53 minutes to spend as I please, I should work peaceful toward a spring.
I was now the 8 days. I had my accidental in the desert, and the high listened to the serve of the merchant, as I drink the last drop of my watered soup. Ah, is the so told the little prince. Cheese the memories of yours are ever. But I have not the resources in the plow my plan. I have no more than the drink I eat too. So very happy if on the cold wall possible. My friend in the thoughts, the little prince said to me, my little follow, did the hearts no lords? Why the thoughts? Why no? Because I'm about to the off years. He did not follow my reasoning, and there was me. In the good weather, tough high I friend, even if our words about the head. I'm very glad that the thoughts as friend. She does not the range I myself had never been home did the tears I little sons is I my down the nerds. But they look at me and the rip of the goat. I am tears too. They will look for me. I may herself wolf where things if they understood look. For a while and random in the vastness of the surf nevertheless. We set off walk of the walking along ours. I am zealous the rocks feel and the stars bake, not the fillet head with leak and the little because of tears and the what man will look and they will make. Where I dream the little prince was long, there is my memory. Then you were tears too? But in the words so late and the question, he seemed sigh. What are my eyes? Do the good for my hair? You don't know ours in the sounds but and saying not. He will very well die is was impossible though the question him. He was still a side down. He side down base him and the worded after a silence. He say the star of the beautiful because of follow that they cannot be seen. He replied, yes, so and a silence. He looked at the reeds of signs in the moloch. The surf in the beautiful, the little prince had. All the rest true. He has als low deserts, on seas though in sound down Here's note, yell somewhere, wither words the silence. What smacked the ser beautiful sigh is the water little prince. Is the time song here in the weird song a hill. It was as the world by sound in the world, tant mysterious and right in the signs. With it was little boy, a little house, and lake. Says there twig of the course, nor fall it the words ever ain't look. In my house, but with secrets in the depths of my hair. Yes, it about the little prince, the house, the stars, the deserts. What hides dim dear beauty is summoned is invisible. I am glad the sigh, though you have my thoughts, as the little prince fell asleep. It locked you in the cells, curled and very frail, Jesus. Top may even the twilight way was nothing more fragile of the hair. Is the moonlight head a look at the pillow if forehead. Is a of myself of the hair tied inwards. That is it not about the hill. What is most important and is invisible, as the open is the wide, his face and the walls. Is I told myself why the moves in the world, the imagine of roots, that the signs I am, the lamp pride, lamps I need the protects a bull I find is right the line, and as well on sound in fall the grease and the deer bake.
The well we had come to was not like the wells of the Sahara. The wells of the Sahara are holes dug in the sand. This one was like well in the village, but there was no village where an it toggle is what dreaming. It is stanger to the like prince. Everything is the four walls, the pulley, the bucket, the rope. He longed touching to rope and made the pulley work, and the bullet moaned like an old the where the rain long fountain be the wind. Do you hear? Sighed the little prince. We have wakened the well and he is singing. He did not want him to make an effort. Leven it do me is I it is to ever in for you. I am with for this week. Say the little please. Give me some to the drink. I am and in understand what had been looking for. He raised the bucket to his lips. The drink is haze so close. It was as sweet as the festival enjoyment. This water was indeed different for ordinary nourishment. He was for bomb of the work under the star, the son of the pullet, the before of me arms. It was good for the heart, like a present when it was a little boy. The links of the Christmas, the music of the minded maze, the wonders of the smell fast used to make up so the radiance of the gins in the received the man of the planet say the little please is a rise 5,000 roses in the same grade, and they do not find in the what they are looking for. They do not find it irreparably, and what they are looking for clone be found in single rose or in a little water. Yes, yes, certain is I. And the little please added, but the eyes are blind and must look when they wear. I have drunk the water. I drank easily at sunrise. The sun is the color of honey, and the math me happy too. Me happy too. What money color? When this say of grief, you must keep your promise. Sighed the little prince softly, as we sang draw beside me on more. What promise you know at small of the myself. I am responsible of the flower. To me drinks of the drawits of me pocket the little prince to look at them and the low and heavy side. Your baobabs, they look a little like kawaks. Oh, he was so proud of me, baobabs. Your fox, his ears, they look a little like ones, and they are too long. And he loved again. You are not fair like fail is do not home to drag a whiting except boa constrict for the autistic and the boa constrictors for the easy. Oh, what will be a ring Heisai Children Universal. Su understand. Su ten using a pencil y made a woven of muscle. And as I have it to him, me heart was full. You have plans. What is no not wow about is I, but they did not answer me. He said to me instead, you work me descent to the earth tomorrow will be its anniversary. Then, after a silence, we went on. It came though very near her, and the bluescent of kind to understanding with he had a strange sense of grief on a question of the to me. Thing is was not be chase that of the morning when his fish met you days ago. Were you were stolen along like that, along a dozen miles for an inhabitated region. Were you not on for walk back to me to the place where you have come down? The little prince blushed again, and it added hesitantly. Perspant in was because for university. The little prince blues ons more. He never answered question, but when on blushed, does that not meant yes? Ah, is I to him, I am little freak's head, but they responded. You know you must work, for must go back to your and hit you will be waiting for you hard, come back tomorrow evening. But it was no reason. He remembered the fox on the rooms, the fish, the rings of creams, a little it lets him let be tamen.
Beside the well there was a ruin of a stone wall. When I came back from my work the next evening, I saw from some distance away my little prince sitting of a stall of well, with his face dangling, and I heard him say, "Do you not don't remember? This is not the exact spot." Another voice must have answered him, for he replied to it, "Yes, yes, it is the right day, but this not is the place." I continued my walk toward the wall. At no time did I see of her enjoying. The little prince, however, replied once again, "Exactly. You will see where my trunk begins. In the sand, you have nothing to do but wait for the deer. I shall be tried tonight." I was only 20 meters from the wall. I still said nothing. After a silence, the little prince spoke again. "You have going poison? You are sure that I would not make me suffer too long?" I saw in my tracks. My heart turned azure, but still I did not understand. "No, go away," said the little prince. "I want to get down from the wall." I dropped my eyes, then to the foot of the wall. I am leaping into the air. There before me, facing the little prince, was one of those yellow snakes that just 3 seconds to bring your life to an end. Evan has a digging into the pocket to get out my revolver and my running step back, but at the noise it made, the snake let it myself flow easily across the sail like my daring spray of fountain, and, in no apparent hurry, disappeared with a light metallic sound among the stones. I reached the wall just in the time to catch my little man in my arms. His face was white as snow. "What do this mean?" he demanded. "Why are you talking with the snakes. I had lost in it the golden muffler that he always wore. I had moistened his samples and had given him some water to drink. I know I didn't know there's him any more questions. He looked at very gravely and put his arm around my neck. I felt his head begging like the heart of a dying bird shot with someone's rifle. I am glad that you have found what has made with the young Ingm, he said. Now you can come back home. How do you know about that? I was just coming to tell him that my work had been successful, beyond anything that I had dared to hope. He made no answer to question, but he added, I too am going back to home today. Then, sadly, it is much fairer, it is much more difficult. It's really clear that something extraordinary was happening. I was holding him close in my arms as if he were a little child, and yet it seemed to me that was rushing along towards an abyss from which I could not restrain him. His look was very serious, like someone lost away. I have your ship, I have the stage box, and I have muzzle. And he had me a sad smile. I waited a long time. I could see that every ribbon lighted little by little. Dear little man, I said to him, you are afraid. He was afraid. They was not about that. But he laughed later. He shall be much afraid this evening. Once again I felt my soul frozen by the sense of something irreparable, and I knew that I could not bear thought of hearing but laughter and more. For me, it was like a spring of fresh water in desert. Dear man, I said, I want to hear you laugh again. But he said to me, tonight it will be a year. My star then can be found right above the place where I came to earth a year ago. Little man, I said, tell me it's not only a bad dream. He's afraid of the snake and the meeting place, but he did not answer my plea. He said to me, and said it, the thing that is important is the thing that is not seen. Yes, I know. It is just added with the flower. It is well of flower that lips of a star. It is this with the look at the sky at night. All the stars are blown with flowers. Yes, I know. It is just it is the was word. Because of Polly and the rope, what you gave me Tran was a little music. You remember how good it was? Yes, I know. And at night you will look up the stars. Where I live in everything is so small that I cannot show you where my star it is be found. It is better. I like that. My star will just be know of the stars for you. And so you will love to watch all the stars in the heavens. They will all be your friends. And besides, I am going to make you a present. He looked again. A little prince, dear little prince. I love to hear that louder. That is my present, just that. I will be beside when we drank the water. What are you trying to say? All men have the stars, he answered, but they are not the same things for different people. For some, who are travels, the stars are gates. For others, they are no more than little lights in the sky. For others, who are scholars, they are problems. For my basement, that's where world. But the stars are silent. You alone, with all the stars, has no helps them. What are you trying to say? In one of the stars I will shall be living. In one of them I shall be living. And so it will be as if all stars will living. When you look at the sky at night, you, only you, will have stars thank along, and he longed again. And when your sorrow is comforted, that sign thoughts as sorrows. You will be content that you know me. You will always be friend. You will want to laugh with me. And you will sometimes open your window. So, for the pleasure, and your friends, it will be proper astonishing to see you alone has look up the sky. Then you will say to them, yes, the star always make me laugh, and they will think you are crazy. This will be happy shout, try, it shall have you one of you. And he laughed again. It will be as if, in place of the stars, I give giving you great number of little bells that now hold the log. And he laughed again. Then he quickly becomes serious. Tonight, you know, the comedy, said the little prince. I shall not leave you, I said. I shall look as you will suffering. I look a little as if we dream. It is like that. Do not come to see that. I say it's not worth to trouble. It shall not to leave you, but it is worth. I tell you, it is also because of the snake. He must not bite you. Snakes, they are malicious creatures. This is not might, but you just firm. It shall not to leave you, but a tongue come to reserve him. It is true that they have no more potion for the second bit. That night I did not see him set out on his way. He go away from his widow making sound. When he shushed it catching up with him, he's walking along with a quickly and sure step. He said to Myrtle, "Ah, you are there?" And he looked maybe sent hand, but he was still worrying. It was wrong of you come, you will suffer. I shall look as with death, and that will not true. I say nothing. You understand, it is too far. I cannot carry this body with me. It is too heavy. I say nothing. But it will be like an old abandoned shield. There is nothing sad about all shields. I say nothing. He was a little discouraged, but he made on more effort. You know, it will be very nice. I too shall look at the stars. All the stars will be wells with a crystal pool. All the stars will not pour out fresh water to me to drink. I say nothing. That will be so amusing. You will have 500 million little salt birds, and I have shall be found 100 million springs of fresh water. And he too said not more and more, because he was crying. Here it is. Let me go on by myself. And he sat down because he was afraid. That he said again, "You know, my flower, I am responsible for her, and she is weak. She is so naive, she has charms of no use at all to protect herself against all the world. I too sat down because I was not able to stand up any longer. There now, that is all." He still hesitated a little, then he got up. He took one step. I could not move. There was nothing but a flash of yellow close to his ankle. He remained motionless for an instant. He did not cry out. He felt and Gary had 3 falls. There was not any sound because of the sand.